In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 things I changed in order to start drinking more water. Now, even though I worked in fitness for my whole adult life, I really had a hard time prioritizing drinking water. I would drink a lot of water while I was exercising, but I wouldn't really drink that much water during the day. So those other hours of the day, I wouldn't really be prioritizing it. So I was drinking probably a third of the amount of water that I should be drinking. Now, if I was training for something big like a marathon or something like that, my water intake probably did increase a good amount, but it still was probably not close to where I really needed it to be. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my 3 biggest changes that I made in order to make sure that I was drinking enough water every day. So this may raise the question, how much water is enough water? And it is recommended that we drink half of our body weight in ounces every day. So that means if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be drinking 75 ounces. If you weigh 200 pounds, you'd be drinking 100 ounces. You get the drift. So you want to be aiming for that every day. And so this is what I did. In the morning, first thing on an empty stomach, I would drink 1/3 of my amount, a third of what I was supposed to drink. I would drink that right away. And that set me up for success. So drinking a third of the daily amount all in one go was a really big game changer for me, because what I would do if I wasn't drinking it all of this amount, this volume at once, is I would fill a water bottle or I'd fill a glass, and then I would walk around, I'd be doing things and I'd put it down and then I'd forget about it. And I couldn't do that anymore. I would find a water glass in my room or somewhere else in the house that I had good intentions with, but I just never finished. So I wake up and I drink a third of my water on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. And so that was it. And so 3 times during the day, I did that. I did that first thing in the morning. I did it between breakfast and lunch, and I did it between lunch and dinner. So that I did it, but all at once. No sipping. I didn't sip. I just drank it all, and that was it. And so there was no losing a glass over here, losing a glass over there with the good intentions. So I recommend filling a large glass and drinking it all at once. Okay, here is my second tip for you. It is to front load your water ingestion towards the beginning of the day. So in my world, the important things that happen in my day are the things that usually happen first when possible. So by front loading my water, I was starting off on the right foot. So I'd set a goal that I wanted to drink more water, and that was the first thing I did in the morning. Was I filled my water and I drank it all right out of the gate. So in my mind, that sets the stage for this is a big priority, and I'm going to do it first, right? Prioritize the big stuff first. So I would have a third of it first thing in the morning. Then I would have a third of it between breakfast and lunch. And then the last one I would have somewhere around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I'm done with water for the rest of the day. And that also is helpful because you don't want to be having your water later in the day, because that means that you're going to be maybe waking up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, and who needs that? So making sure that it's front loaded, prioritizing what's important to you to the beginning of the day is really important, because then it actually gets done and it sends a signal to your brain that this is important. This is important, and we're going to start off our day on the right foot, and we're going to drink all that water so that we remember to do it later on in the day. My third tip for you is to use a straw. Okay, so this is a 28-ounce mason jar, and this is what I have been using. And I use a straw because it really helps with the volume of water that you can drink all at once. And that's what I recommend, is if you want to drink a lot of water quickly, using a straw is very helpful. You'll find that you can get so much more water in you quicker faster than if you just were to drink it. I couldn't imagine drinking all of this without a straw. So using a straw is really helpful in getting the volume amount in. This is a pretty fat straw. I also have other straws that are fatter than this, and I really like those better. So using a fat straw will help you get more water in. So it's super helpful. Okay, so now you might be thinking, oh my goodness, I can't drink that much water. I don't really drink water. How in the world would I ever drink that much water? So this is where maybe being thoughtful and maybe thinking like, how much water do I really drink? Maybe I only drink like a little bit a day. Maybe I drink like one water bottle like a day. Maybe I drink 20 ounces or 16 ounces of water every day. And maybe it's beneficial to start drinking more water. This is a smaller jar. So this is probably, I don't know, does it say? 4, 8, like 12. This is about a 12 ounce. This is 28. So something like that. And this might be a good place to start, right? If you had 3 of these a day, that would be pretty good, right? Especially if you're starting from 1 of these a day, that would be great. That would be a great accomplishment. There's also psychology behind this, because if you ever hear about those studies where they mention like there's something satisfying about getting to the bottom of something. So if you buy a big bag of chips, you want to eat the whole bag of chips. You like to get to the bottom. Whereas if you put them in a bowl, you're less likely to overeat, because you get to the bottom of the bowl and then maybe you're done. So this is the same thing. Can you get to the bottom of this psychologically easier than getting to the bottom of this when you're starting out? Probably. That might be a really great place to start. So even just little something like this with a straw in it. I also think, this is an extra little tip, I think it's really helpful to have something clear you're drinking your water out of. Because when I would fill a water bottle that was covered in plastic, like that I couldn't see into it, I wouldn't be as motivated to finish it. I couldn't see the progress as well. And so it wasn't quite the same thing. Whereas if I'm drinking this and my goal is to get to the bottom, say I take 10 big sips and I get 2/3 of the way down, if I see that, I'm like, oh, I can finish that. And then I finish it, because you're motivated visually by wanting to finish it, by wanting to get to the bottom of it. And I think that's really helpful. It's motivating to get to the bottom of a jar. So if you just started with a little 12-ounce mason jar and a straw, I bet you'd surprise yourself at how easy it is to just drink the water. So could you improve your water by 50%? Could you improve your water intake by 50%? I bet you could. I bet you could increase your water intake by 50% if you really wanted to. So that is it for me. Those are my 3 tips on how you could drink more water in your day. And how much water do you drink a day? Do you have a hard time drinking any water? Are you one of those crazy people that walk around with a whole big gallon of water and you're drinking it all day? I'd love to hear from you. Post below how you drink your water, how you get enough water, and if you get enough water, or if you have a goal to maybe start drinking water, or maybe one of these tips was really helpful to you and you want to share more about that. Okay, so that is it for me. I really appreciate you stopping by. My name is June Melia. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I love sharing tips and tricks on how you can get healthier, get moving, so you can live a more healthy, productive life as you get older. Okay, I look forward to speaking to you later. Bye.